Hello and welcome to the Access North Texas Denton County Virtual Public Meeting. My name is Vivian Fung. I am a transportation planner with the North Central Texas Council of Governments, and I'm excited to kind of share some content about the Access North Texas plan and our outreach initiatives. So on the docket for today, we have an introduction to the North Central Texas Council of Governments, an introduction to the Access North Texas plan, an overview of existing services in Denton County and upcoming changes, a couple of questions for our public feedback element, our survey, our Map Your Experience tool, a timeline for the Access North Texas plan, and our contact information provided at the end. The North Central Texas Council of Governments, or the COG, was established in 1966 as a voluntary association to assist local governments in the North Central Texas region. So over here on the right, you can see our map of the North Central Texas 16 counties, and Denton is up there in the North Central section of our region. COG is a planning body, a cooperating body, and a coordinating body, and the Transportation Department specifically is federally designated as the MPO, or the Metropolitan Planning Organization, which coordinates services and creates short-term and long-term transportation plans. To learn more, you can go to our website at www.nctcog.org. Access North Texas is the regional public transportation coordination plan for our North Central Texas region. It is required by both the Federal Transit Administration and by the Texas Department of Transportation. And the information collected from Access North Texas is used to shape planning and funding decisions for public transportation over the course of the next several years. From this plan, we're hoping to gain insights into transportation needs in Denton County. And to learn more, you can visit www.accessnorthtexas.org, and there you can find our 2018 update and the county-specific chapters from our last update. And you can also see our public input opportunities and ongoing efforts for the upcoming 2022 update. Kind of transitioning into Denton County existing services. Here on the left, you can see a map of Denton County public transportation service areas. You can see that DCTA is kind of at the core in the city of Denton, and then the surrounding areas covered primarily by Span Transit. Trinity Metro covers the southwest corner of Denton County, and DART covers the southeast corner of Denton County. There's also Frisco Demand Response and Collin County Transit over on the east side near Collin, and NETS there on the very south side of the county. Aside from DCTA, Span, and DART, there's also Highland Village Lift, the Texas Kidney Healthcare Program, the VA North Texas Healthcare System Travel Benefits Program, and the Veteran Transportation Service, all providing some form of service in Denton County. You may also be aware of Denton County upcoming changes. So Denton County Transportation Authority, or DCTA, is hoping to implement some service changes coming up here in the fall. So the GO Zone is an on-demand rideshare service where riders can utilize kind of these vehicles displayed on the right here for trips within and sometimes between designated zones in Denton County. The proposed service will utilize a mobile app where passengers can book their trips in real time, and there will be a fleet of dedicated vans which will be used to pick up and drop off riders at virtual stops within these zones. The GO Zone is designed to be safe, convenient, accessible, and affordable with limited wait times. And this service will go to DCTA's boards, I believe, in August, and they anticipate it will be launched on September 7th of 2021. If you'd like to learn more information about DCTA's service, you can visit DCTA's website to learn more about how it works and provide direct feedback. There are a couple of existing transportation studies already within Denton County. The city of Denton itself has 3 studies going on that involve transportation, including the Denton Plan 2030, which was released in 2015, the Denton Mobility Plan, which was released in 2020, the Denton Downtown Master Plan released in 2000, and the Denton Downtown Master Plan, which was released in 2002. Also, there is the DCTA Long Range Service Plan, which was implemented in 2012, and the Denton County Thorough Plan implemented in 2017. So there are several existing transportation studies that kind of involve transportation in Denton County. Access North Texas serves a little bit of a different need as a study. It seeks to look specifically at public transportation and look specifically at the needs of vulnerable populations. So aging individuals, individuals with disability, and low-income populations are kind of the target audience of the Access North Texas plan. And Access North Texas also covers the whole 16-county North Central Texas region, as opposed to just the city of Denton, DCTA service area, or Denton County. Here we have a series of 5 or 6 questions, which are all included in our survey and other input opportunities. And these questions kind of get at the core of what we're hoping to learn from Access North Texas. The first question that we have prompted here is, in the last 6 months, have you missed any trips due to lack of transportation? And you can see here we have some visual cues. For what we're really trying to learn is, what kind of trips are people missing? Are they missing trips to work, trips to medical appointments, etc., due to lack of transportation? Our next question here is, what keeps you from getting where you need to go? So we're trying to identify some barriers here between people and their destination. So this can be cost, so affordability, this can be the accessibility, physical accessibility of bus stops or bus vehicles, anything like that. So what keeps you from getting where you need to go? We also have here, which potential services would be most appealing to you or members of your household? So this can be on-demand service, this can be fixed route service, this can be trains, anything like that. So we're really trying to learn what specific types of service and what specific modes of service are members of the public really looking to utilize in Denton County. So Denton County is kind of unique in that it already has fixed route, it has the A train, DCTA has a bus system, and there's kind of this transition right now. And then there's also SPAN providing fixed route, or sorry, on-demand service. And so what is really appealing to members of Denton County? And then we have, what is the best way to enhance your transit experience? So outside of maybe service areas, service times, maybe what can transit authorities or transit providers do to improve the transit experience? So this can be more comfortable seats, this can be sheltered bus stops, this can be one of several things. So what is the best way to improve the transit experience? And finally, we have, how can transit service be improved in Denton County? So here we just have kind of a general prompt. So hoping to get at kind of the spatial element of how can transit be improved within the county. So this is the last of our questions. And what we're really trying to get at with all of these questions is, how can transportation be improved, and what is working well and what isn't, and how can we work to kind of develop solutions. So all of these questions, if you're watching this recording, you can provide your input through one of our other outreach opportunities. So we have a survey and we have the Map Your Experience tool, which we'll get to in a moment here. But we also wanted to provide for you all the 2018 Denton County strategies. So these were developed in response to the outreach collected in 2017. So these kind of reflect the public input of Denton County residents at that time. And what we're trying to learn here is, how well suited are these strategies for the 2022 update? What has changed? What kind of looks the same? So we have here 12 strategies from 2018. The first is to implement transit in areas without transit service. The second is affordable transportation to the VA clinic in Bonham. We have access to medical appointments in Dallas County and Tarrant County. Increase awareness of existing public transit services. Increase awareness of how to use available transit services. Conduct customer service training for transit agency employees. Improve access to education and educational facilities. Improve partnerships across geographic boundaries to simplify trips and explore cost sharing options. Advocate for the integration of funding for efficient, affordable public transportation. Identify, recruit, educate, and support influential champions. Coordinate committee meetings to discuss transportation in Denton County, and create partnerships to increase the accessibility of bus stops and paths to transit. So these are our strategies developed from our 2018 plan. And like I said, we're kind of trying to see how well suited these strategies are for the upcoming 2022 plan. So if you've seen this presentation, you'd like to provide your feedback on what public transportation looks like in Denton County, you can take our survey. So on our website there at the bottom, www.accessnorthtexas.org, you can find and take one of our 3 surveys going on right now. So we have, for the public, we have an English and a Spanish survey. If you are a resident of Denton County or any of our 16 counties, we plead you guys to please take that survey and provide your feedback on public transportation. If you represent an organization, an agency, or a municipality, we ask that you please take our agency survey. So on our website, you can find, I believe it's the survey furthest to the right, you can find a survey labeled Agency Organization Survey. And we ask that you please take that survey to represent the transit needs of those that you represent, so your clients or your constituents. Another opportunity that we have is the Map Your Experience tool. You can go online to this tool. We have the website listed here at the bottom, www.nctcog.org/mapyourexperience. And this is kind of our spatial element to public outreach. So you can utilize this tool. It's also linked to our Access North Texas website. And you can go in and kind of pinpoint specifically on a map, where are you seeing issues in Denton County? Where are you seeing issues in the region? And how can we improve transit? So we have that available for you all as well. And moving into our timeline. So as I've just mentioned, we're in phase 1 right now with our public outreach. So we have this series of virtual public meetings. We also have our survey, and we have our Map Your Experience tool. Next, once we've kind of concluded public outreach at the end of this summer, we're going to be moving into data analysis and mapping. So based on what we find, kind of trying to analyze and map our findings. And then in phase 3, we'll be moving into the development of strategies and drafting chapters based on what we find. And these strategies, like I had mentioned, are designed to shape planning and funding decisions for transportation in the region over the course of the next several years. Once we've developed these strategies, we are planning to take the plan to public comment, and that'll probably be early 2022. And then phase 5, we're planning to release the update likely in the spring or summer of 2022. So that's what we have coming. If you would like to contact us, you can email us at accessnorthtexas@nctcog.org. You can also email me directly, Vivian Fung, vfung@nctcog.org, or any of my colleagues here, Gypsy, Rachel, or Dora. We're excited to talk to you all, to maybe even meet one-on-one with you, or email back and forth to really gauge what public transportation looks like in Denton County and how we can improve. So thank you all for watching this video and for kind of seeking to learn more about the Access North Texas plan. Thank you.